Rise up in the morning, grab a coffee, check your fit. Hit the ground running, but try not to forget. There is a place where you can go to share some puppy hugs. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. The best way to start your week, to make that AM commute. Have that hot cup in your hand and wearing something cute.
And don't forget, girls,
there is a place where you can go and bring your favorite mug. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. Rise up to the day ahead. Find a place to sit. We saved a special place for you, so try not to forget. There is a place where you can go with sugar, cream, and love. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. Careful, it's hot. Spend a Monday with your friends with Java and Jugs. We have mocha, vanilla, hazelnut with Java and Jugs. Coming right up.
Good morning, friends. I hope you had a good weekend and a wonderful holiday. Valentine's Day, romance, flowers, candy, and arrows through the heart. Today we're talking about women who took that last part as literally as others do the flowers. Didn't all our mothers tell us girls have to be assertive too? Welcome to Java and Jugs.
Hello.
I'm joined as always by the usual suspects.
Ooh, the
Yeah,
usual suspects. Yeah, we're probably on a list somewhere.
guilty as charged.
Yep. We don't need a judge. We're just, that gavel's already banged. Talking about, speaking of banging.
Banging, you say?
Hey, I know. Did somebody do that this weekend?
That is on topic, is it not? Did anybody get lucky?
I heard a
don't
news
know.
report that the Olympic Village ran out of condoms in 2 days.
I saw that. Did they say there was 10,000? Oh, hey, Chris is here. Was there like 10,000 of those?
I didn't bother to look at the number.
I feel like that's what I heard, but I was wondering if, like, I would take one as a memento.
An Olympic condom? Okay, fair enough.
Right? Like, so I don't even know if they
a
were
medal,
being used
but I
as
got
a-
I mean,
this.
you can take
Here's my
towels,
medal, drafted
so-
medal.
why not condom too?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
what
if you're buying merch.
They do give out a lot of medals. There's so many team sports, and every team, if you have like 19 players on a team, all 19 of them get the gold medal and won it. So there's a lot of medals. Maybe they're putting the condoms on the medals to protect them on the way home
Oh.
or something.
Are you kidding me?
don't know.
If I won one of those, that thing was not leaving my neck. At least until I got home.
Well, Trump would try to
probably
take
fair.
it from you.
Yeah.
Let 'em
That's his
try.
medal
Stay
now,
away
Lil.
from the
It's
US.
his now, Lil.
I see a whole bunch of wonderful folks here. John Hudson,
Mhm.
of course, being
Explain to me
the
what-
graceful man he is, wants to include foreplay, which is fucking amazing. The
Thanks for that,
fourth
John.
supervisor.
Hey, take your time.
That's an interesting name. I love it.
Take
I love
your
it.
time.
good
Don't
with
rush
course.
it.
Chris is running around, ambushed apostate. Seth, I've heard Seth has been up to some Valentine's shenanigans, but that's not
Yeah.
my story.
Yeah, somebody might have been
Just-
ambushed.
just a little bit.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
And Clara. Now, I do want to take a second and thank Clara. Clara may be a new face to some of you. She's been part of the community for many, many years, but has been away for a minute. She took the time and effort to warn us about a person who is up to nefarious ne'er-do-well. You know what? I'm not even going to candy coat it. He's a fucking predator. And Clara let us know.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes.
We had no like he gave off some off vibes and said some things that were questionable. For anybody who doesn't know, we're talking about brainless steel. Now, as with all the other posts I've seen about this is not a call to action. It's a spreading of awareness. We need to know when there's because we can't background check everybody on the internet. We have to take people as they present themselves, right? So when somebody has information that's critical to the safety of everyone else, we very much appreciate hearing about it. So thank you, Clara.
Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring.
I don't want to.
As
I
they
do
say.
not want to be associated with
Musical monkey. I am a vessel for coffee. Oh, excellent. May we all aspire to such great nobility.
Yes, coffee. I just finished mine. I
Damn,
think
I ain't
I
got no coffee. Damn.
Hey.
That's the. I just have me.
just you. That's enough.
Okay.
You're my coffee.
You little. your little pick me up.
Yes, you're my
Little
little
caramel in
pick-me-up.
there.
Good morning. Do the hearts.
I
think
can't,
I
I
got
can't
one.
read on my monitor.
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, Ryan. Don't shoot me, Ryan. That's all right. That's all right.
I'm breaking everything. Renormalized. I'm sorry, I
Advate?
cannot read on my monitor. It's such a tiny screen. It's such a low resolution. It's awful.
I think it's advate, but I could be pronouncing that wrong. Did we say it was French? I don't remember.
It
We had
could
this
be.
conversation, I believe.
I mean, everything is either French or French adjacent,
French adjacent.
technically speaking.
Well, well, to be fair, I mean, gosh, it is kind of everywhere in places where it shouldn't be, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
You can't go to any country in the world without having at least a neighboring country where they spoke French through colonization reasons for some time or another.
We're not even discussing that person.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. Not going to be able to do it. Nope.
One of my favorite historical facts is that on average, once a week, a country celebrates their independence from Britain.
Oh man,
There's
that's
so
crazy.
many countries.
That's kind of crazy.
Spain does it the other way around. Spain holds a festival for all the countries that are now free from Spain. And that's one of the things that makes the Philippines a Hispanic nation. A lot, it confuses a lot of people. But, you know, the United States took possession in the Spanish-American War. They were a Spanish possession for a very long time. And when Spain does that festival, they include them because they were a Spanish possession.
Dang.
And now they're free.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's wild too is like people don't know the history of Haiti. Not that I know it that well by any means, but the fact that they had to pay, they've been paying for, or I think actually they just stopped paying them. They finally paid off their debt to stave away colonization. So they had a revolt, kicked the French off, and French was like, okay, well, we'll leave you be, but you've got to pay us because we're losing money because of you.
Oh yeah, the wild. They had to pay more money than Germany had to pay after World War I. It was just you've deprived us of our plantations and you have to repay us for the property.
Mm-hmm. Kind of crazy.
It's our country, bitches. I don't know.
Right? Like this is what are you talking about? You came here to us. What are you talking about? Oh, good morning, Rainbow Ash. Good to see you. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hey, Rainbow.
Oh, Dean's here. The Dutch as well. I don't remember what that was.
That's my South African homie. What's up?
That's right.
I was not able to watch your thing on
Getting-
Skeptic Haven yesterday, but I will watch it. I was doing my own interview.
Yeah, I missed everybody's stuff last night. I'm sorry for missing
Yeah,
everybody.
you was enjoying your Valentine's weekend.
You
know
got
what?
what time you got, you know?
I was in bed at 9 p.m. yesterday. It's pretty pathetic.
That's
I
that's
was up
fucking
till-
life goals.
I was up to what, like 2:30, something like that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
up kind of late too.
Well, y'all
Okay.
are bold as brass. I only stayed up till the end of the last show I had to mod for.
Well,
Well,
bad science.
It's probably yes. It was Maya's show, which is probably why Maya's not here because Maya. Well, in addition to like moving and probably job stuff, and she was also up last night doing her show. AJ similarly was up pretty late doing a show on Skeptic Haven. Like, you know,
Mhm.
Bree's just always up
Well, I
late
was
because
hanging
she's
out
a
with some
vampire.
friends and hanging out with some friends too late. Must came home, so I was like, "Where the hell was you at?" You know,
well,
I
I
have my kids are my parents now. You know, so they be
okay.
checking on me. You know what time it is, young lady?
Yeah, what's all this then? What's going on here?
Well, everybody, there's a lot of people. We have a lot of friends, and there's times where everybody's live, and you can't make it to all. I do try to watch them when I can, like even if they're replayed, just for the views and
Yeah.
stuff. You know,
Mhm.
'cause
As
I
long
wanna
as
see
you
what
watch them
people are
some
saying.
kind of way.
I'm just nosy. I want to see what people are saying. I want to make sure they're not talking about me. That's all.
I want to start
I'm
doing
just
other
kidding.
stuff besides doing interviews and things. I just got to get myself prepared and work on some things.
Just got to make sure, Seth. You never know. That list is long.
Well,
That
okay,
list-
okay.
That list
No,
is
no,
too
th-
long.
Fucking
It has to be
everything.
a show. We ain't talking nothing about him. This ain't even in the
Fucking
description.
everything.
So
Yeah,
please,
this is
Actually-
just one of those bullshit sea lining questions. The person they know very damn well. It's a question meant to derail a stream. That's what those
Yeah,
things are
true,
for. It's a
true.
dishonest, bad faith question. That's all that is. So
Yeah.
just like any other troll, just fucking ignore them.
Choo choo.
Although
Trump
it
has
is
a small
amusing when Tip
cortex.
derails the stream.
Trump
I
has
mean,
a
you know
small
what they
cortex.
say: small hands, small gear, small cortex. Mm-hmm.
Well, what happens when the hands are all bruised up and swollen? What does that mean?
The cortex is bruised up, I guess.
Well, you guys,
You can't hang out with the brainworms guy for over a year at this point and not have some bruising of your cortex, you know?
Mhm.
this is true. Okay, you guys. So I have written down like almost 10 questions because I wasn't sure exactly what the topic was, but I just thought it would be fun to get to know what your answers would be. So I'm just gonna ask you some questions, maybe like one or two, and then we can, move on back to the topic, whatever. But I just want to ask like one or two to see what you think. So it doesn't matter who answers first. I don't care. What is
Your
your
buzzer's ready.
beep? Big bucks, stop. Whammy, no whammy. What is your idea of an ideal first date? Just meeting this person, like maybe you talk to them on an app or something. I don't know.
I'm
What
fine
would
with a
you-
coffee date. That's for a first date. Something simple
Yeah.
like that. Don't spend a lot of money on me on a first date. All we're trying to do is get to know each other.
I agree.
That's
Nothing
simple
too
to
crazy.
me. A nice museum or something to walk around and to get to know each other. That's simple. That's first date is fine. That's fine for a first date for me.
Public,
Yeah.
something public for
yeah.
sure.
Something public.
For safety.
But I do not like going to the movies on first date because how can you get to know each other and you're watching a movie?
Infidel. That did sound weird, but actually it kind of is, just because the way I worded it, because I'm terrible at organizing. So really I would say it is like 9.5 questions. Don't
Just
make fun of
half
me.
a question. Just half a question.
Don't
No,
make fun of me.
I don't know. I mean, there's what I would like, but then there's ideal. And to me, ideal is like outstanding level of achievement. And for that, you got to blow my mind. I mean, there's stuff that I would really like. There's stuff that I might baseline expectation. There's stuff that's, this is the opposite of the question. What happens on a first date that makes you go, nope, and walk right the fuck out? Like not even a no second date, just leave right now. But we'll get to that in a second. The person
Amber,
would have to
you
blow my
can't
mind.
discuss. You can't discover the secrets of the universe on a first date. You got to save something for the second date.
Oh, fuck you, can't. No, I want somebody to like take me to I don't know, an ice palace or something, and then with the wave of a magic wand, show me the moons of Jupiter up close. Something that I didn't even imagine could be possible. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You want that above and beyond.
Mhm.
Knock my socks off. type.
Ideal.
I might not want to go to Jupiter with that person though, so we got to go to the coffee first. The second, third day.
I don't know. I'm just
I
I'm
know,
a sappy
I know.
romantic type, which is ironic because today's the first day of a romantic week, but or no, yesterday was. Never mind. But it is a romantic week. But whatever. I don't know.
No, I'm
I
a hopeless
want-
romantic.
That's the only
want
dates
that-
that I have. Clear is a fig date. Nope. I don't know nothing about no
I want
real
that
date.
swept off the feet experience.
Is it a
Yeah.
date? No, it's a fig.
That's all I know about. I like dates though. I don't have no dates. I don't know what is a date. What's that song? What is love? Don't hurt me no more.
I know. Well, that's the thing. It's got to, the juice has to be worth the squeeze, and setting something on the calendar and like getting all up in my head about how's it going to turn out? What are people going to think? Is this and then outfits and like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love picking out my outfits and shit, but like it's an extra thing I have to do and it depletes my energy. And like putting all that stuff, it has to be fucking worth it, you know? I love coffee,
So would
but I'm not sure that's going to cut it.
So how about this? Would you prefer, since you have like something in mind, would you prefer that it be planned together, or would that spoil it for you?
You can definitely plan stuff together, but that makes it less romance and more like buddy time. And don't get me wrong, great to have buddies, but it's not romance, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I like to be surprised.
Oh, that's a good question, Joe. Because
I
does
thought it was
third
when you almost. I thought it was when you went all the way. No, home run. I thought when you almost went all the way.
Well, yeah, because home
So-
run would be, I would assume, is all the way. So what would be? Is that oral?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Is it?
I guess so.
It's
Okay.
pretty
I thought it was
universal.
just
First
kissing
base
and
is
yo.
kissing, second base is upper body fondling. So I guess you could make the case that third base is lower body fondling, but I think oral would be included because it's between second base and a score.
What about you, Joe?
Why do
What
we
is-
use
what's third base
sports
for you?
metaphors? I don't know. I guess they're readily. We have to keep it in simple terms so the men understand.
That's cool. Everything's cool with me as long as you're happy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What about you, Lil? I don't even know what your idea of a ideal first date would be.
Yeah. It kind of honestly, I'm so I'm so easygoing that I'm just like whatever. I mean, my most recent, I'm not even sure you could call it a first date, but it was just kind of spontaneous. So
Spontaneous was kind of cool for you. You like that? Like the surprise
Yeah,
element?
yeah,
'Cause some people don't like to be like surprised whatsoever.
I'm super. There's a difference between being completely
Yes.
blindsided, surprised by something, and just kind of being spontaneous with things. So
I can see
Sure.
that.
There's good surprises and bad surprises. You know, like
Definitely good surprises.
you're just kind of low-key having a crush on somebody and they're like, hey, would you maybe want to go dance with me sometime? And you're like, flutter. But then there's Donald Trump bursts into your dressing room surprises. And you're like,
oh god,
right. Like,
no.
nope,
I will
not a
say
good
food
surprise
needs to be
whatsoever.
involved because food is just
that'll
awesome.
be a simple way for him to not be here no more.
So the atheist mechanic says, I don't follow sports. It just comes down to the people involved and how everyone is feeling in person, I'm guessing is what you mean.
Feeling in the person. That's third base, Busty.
In the person.
Big finger in it, it's third base.
Sorry, we took it there. We had to take it there. Okay. Next question. Do you kiss on the first date?
I
Depends.
have.
You really did grow up in purity culture, didn't you? Does anyone
Right?
not kiss?
I will.
Gabe, I go so much further on the first date, but
I
I'm
mean,
sort of
sometimes I might even home run. Oh,
She said, I knocked it out the park. She said, oh, it
maybe
just went
I
over
don't
the
know.
stadium.
Maybe.
It just went outside the damn stadium. You can go around home base twice if you want to.
It's true.
That's
I mean,
how things
ideally,
change as an
now,
adult, though.
that would be an ideal first date if they can go a second round. You're like, oh, now I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
a grand slam. I've
Yeah,
been
but-
to grand slams a few times in my dating experience.
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness.
Because we
That's not
Oh,
just
God.
first kiss doesn't have to be special, but it just is meaningless because you're a sex positive person. You don't put any particular boundaries on it. You're like, if you want to and the mood is there, fucking go for it. That
Right.
does, in some ways, the first kiss is actually more special because
Me too,
that
baby.
actually matters, you know?
Mhm.
Exactly. Like, I don't. I mean, to me, I don't care. I mean, obviously, I'm not dating because I'm not dating because I'm married. But
Do you date your husband?
if I were, would you say?
But you still date your husband, though?
I would do. I could date my husband. But if I were to go on a date with somebody, yeah, I would absolutely do whatever the heck I wanted to. If the chemistry was there, but if it's not, and if I felt safe, because obviously, well, the chemistry would probably not be there if I didn't feel safe. But to go to a safe location, I think is really what I'm trying to say. Because now you got to be alone with somebody that you might just be meeting for the first time.
Yeah, like a graveyard where there aren't any other living people around. Dude, cemeteries are so romantic because, like, you
They
get
are.
that sense of feeling
I'm
of
fine with
mortality.
cemeteries.
It's
I
peaceful.
used to
There's no
spend my
like,
time there all the time.
it's amazing.
Good morning, Marsha.
Marsha? I used
Good to see
to
you.
when I would do my Bible devotion when I was in the religion, that's when I used to spend my time in the cemetery. I was able
Really?
to have nice quiet time with the Lord. Don't dating the Lord then. And I was like,
Yeah, to be close
That's
to
what
your
you would date
ancestors.
the Lord.
Or
Yeah.
other people's ancestors.
Okay. That's sometimes that's
I don't
how
really like
it is,
kissing
right?
either, honestly. I want somebody, I don't know.
I want to know what the record is, the atheist mechanic, if you care to.
It
Blush.
could be interesting because
Mhm.
I know a girl who went over 1,000 times in a single day, famously.
Oh, I was about to
That
say,
was the first episode of Hot Topic was about that.
Really,
I was about to
1,000
say,
times?
I knew a girl that kissed a girl and she liked it.
Oh, God, Katy Perry.
Like how the kiss goes kind of matters. Like if your first kiss is with somebody who has like stanky breath and
Oh,
like
no,
weird
yeah.
between their teeth, you're like, nope. If my first kiss had been like that, I don't think I'd ever have kissed anyone ever again. I'd be like, this
We
is
better get some
nasty.
Listerine or
I
something.
don't like it.
Nope,
I don't
Listerine, you know.
Oh, go for it. I had
Damn.
an
Okay,
hour and a half
now.
orgasm before. Actually, I think it was like over 2 hours. I've had a couple of them.
I think
That
that's fine.
takes both skill and endurance.
I feel
Yes,
that
it
what the
does.
hell was I thought something was wrong with me.
That's wait, say what? Tell me.
I thought something was wrong with me. I had one in my life, and I don't know what the hell. I thought something was wrong with me.
Oh, that's not. I don't. Nothing's wrong with you.
I thought it was at the time.
God made you perfect. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. You are perfect how you are. I wanted to ask you, the theological implication of a kiss is both a covenant, 2 Samuel 15:5, and also betrayal, Judas's kiss to Jesus. A kiss can be a
betrayed with
covenant
a
and a
kiss.
betrayal.
It's so romantic though. It's like that dark romance kind of thing. It's like you're mine and now you die. You know?
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's
feel it's kinda weird 'cause why would
evil, but
family
there's
stuck
like
it?
a kind of, I don't know, something sinister about it.
I'm so
Yeah, he
sorry.
was just looking for an excuse.
He just wanted to tongue kiss him. That's what he wanted to do. Oh no. I mean, I do smoke weed, so I totally get the whole like smoker's breath.
I do
So
too,
yeah, I would
but
absolutely make sure like that's not happening for a first kiss.
yeah,
No.
that's I dabbled in the lettuce too, but I ain't never had like that. Tobacco is a little different. I don't know something about that tobacco.
It is. I do feel like tobacco is so much stronger. I mean, at least that's just how I feel. Maybe because I'm
Mhm.
okay with weed, but no, I don't feel like weed is. It doesn't have all the chemicals and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's different chemicals, but yeah, some
Yeah, obviously, yeah,
it's just
correct.
just ashes. Like it was the third person I kissed who was a smoker, and I mean, I was kind of into it, so I'm like, I overlooked the fact they tasted like an ashtray, but they definitely tasted like an ashtray.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't taste good. So Steve says, "What would a world without men be like, ladies? Assuming you could reproduce without them."
Who says we can't?
Hmm. What would a world be like without men?
I wouldn't have to worry about walking down the street without assuming I might get attacked. I don't have
Mhm.
Yeah.
no cat
Walking at the
calling.
park. We could go swimming without worrying about a bunch of different things. There's
There'd be no fear of
we
masked
could have
men.
beauty shows without worry about the owners barging into the dressing room, things like that.
Yeah.
Things like that. Things that the president knows all about. But there wouldn't be masked men on the streets just grabbing people up and throwing them into the back of a car or some van that doesn't even have a license plate on it. That would make I think a lot of women feel a lot safer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, the world would be better off. I really do.
Yeah,
think
the
so.
tar. There's not
Yeah.
that tar. Oh God, when I was really young, like I think 8 years old, we moved into this trailer.
I think Marsha, you had the perfect answer.
What'd you say?
Marsha, you had the best answer with the how would be without men.
I wouldn't have to hear about I know Andrew Tate. That guy is really
if
absolutely
there's no males, there's no alpha males.
the whole
I
alpha
wouldn't have
male.
to listen to some 70-year-old politician try and tell me how my own body works.
Exactly.
That's a
Yeah.
big. It would change a lot of the laws. I mean, hell, we
Oh, yeah.
still don't have actual equal rights.
And we
No,
wouldn't
like,
worry
yeah,
about
no,
nobody
we
being
can
fat
make
or skinny.
like
Nobody
abortion
judging
shit
us.
just got repealed. Holy fuck! It's wild. But also, we don't necessarily have to predicate this on the ability to reproduce, right? Like so often we get hung up on sex and gender and rights and everything, and we're like, but you have to be able to reproduce. Why? That is a separate subject entirely. We could have rights and no one ever have a baby again. They're completely separate topics. Giving us rights doesn't keep us from reproducing. Us reproducing doesn't mean we are apart from the need for rights, because we're not just factories.
We're not factories. What? You be quiet. You stop saying that crazy stuff.
Okay,
If you're
fairness,
both
on a
smoking,
biological
I think
level,
that's different.
every human being is a factory. Every living thing on this earth is a factory. They're cellular processors that take raw materials and convert it into more living cells. So I guess we all are factories, but not in the way the Republicans think.
Some people are just factories of shit.
Yeah.
Like they produce a lot of it, it seems. Just
yeah.
copious amounts of bull crap just flows from them. If you know what I'm talking about. Pardon me. After I become a cyborg, I think it would be fun to live half my life in a feminine body like Moto Kusanagi.
Well, here's the thing. Once you undergo a major physiological change, what you desire may also change. Like, for example, if you no longer have the reproductive parts, then you have a pretty high chance of losing your desire for the compatible reproductive part, Because, like, you just don't do that anymore,
Fro. Good morning, Fro. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for the. What is that? NOK? Nokia.
Norwegian.
He's from Norway.
Well, I mean, from Norway, but yeah, it's a probably kroner, one of those crowns, Norwegian crowns. Yes.
There we go.
Back in the day, all the European money was crowns in whatever language happened to be their local tongue.
People like Trump have the verbal diarrhea running at the mouth. Yeah, he produces.
He's got the other kind too,
and that as well. Seems to have a thing for that. Norwegian kroner. Okay, thank you so much, Fro, for being here too.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah.
You want to push this ship of Theseus thing to the extreme?
Yeah, that's a thing from Greek legend. So there was. The story is cool. Look it up if you ever get the time and the thought crosses your mind. But TLDR, it's this idea that if you take a ship and as you run it for years and years, you replace parts. Like a board wears out, so you replace the board. A sail wears out, you replace the sail, so on. After a long enough period of time, you've replaced every single part on that ship. Is it still the same ship? Or have you built an entirely new ship? And at what point does it become a different ship?
That's an interesting question. I've never thought about that before. Damn.
It's pretty fun. Because you're kind of doing the same thing with your body. You know, you've heard the thing about how like every cell in your body gets replaced every 7 years on average. Of course, it's longer for neurons and bone cells and it's faster for skin cells, but on average every 7 years. So going by just the average every 7 years, you're an entirely different person. Ooh.
So if I go by sevens and count out, I can see when I'll be a new person again.
Right. You get refreshed. Does that mean your virginity comes back?
Oh. Well, hello there. Not that I give a crap. I don't even want that shit back. That doesn't mean anything, but some people would want that if they could have it.
It's true.
Oh, Norway is spooning my country.
Yeah, I'm in a personal, not really deep dive, but in my opinion, if I could have mine back, I would want to, because there's not anybody that I really felt that was worthy. You know, I don't care. Maybe that might be the ARAs in me thinking that, you know.
You're welcome, Fro.
It's our pleasure, probably. I don't. I'm sure.
Can you take us with you though? Well, we gotta get out of here. I'm trying to get as many emotional support people as I can find from other countries.
Good morning, Kelly. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. And you guys, please don't forget to hit the like on your way in. I know sometimes we get chattery, and we forget to do it.
Push all of the buttons.
Joe Schmo, what are you typing out, brah? Like, what's happening here? What were you doing? Okay, can I ask another couple questions, or did you have something else, Ember, for the bad romance thing? I don't want to steal what you had planned.
Oh, I have a bunch of random nonsense. But yeah, let's do more. We started the questions. Let's do the questions. Yes.
Let's do the questions. Okay, so we asked what is a deal breaker for you on a first date?
I have a list. I have four things that are automatic. Like, no.
Even if you like them a whole bunch, like even if you're like,
even then, like these are things that I either ask before the first date or I will find out by the third. They have to be an atheist. They have to align with me politically. They have to like dogs, and more specifically, they have to like my dogs. Most other things are negotiable.
Those are good positive criteria.
But what about deal breaker?
What's the red flag?
If they're not any of those things, it's an automatic no.
Like if they said, I don't like dogs.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
dogs. They say they meet all those criteria, but they show up wearing a red baseball cap.
Oh,
Well, in that case, they don't align with me politically, so no.
boop. There you go. That's easy.
That's I'm willing to entertain the possibility of anybody. I don't have like specific criteria the way Lil does, because I like to meet new people with new perspectives and whatnot. It's just people who
That's not a date.
like different kinds of people, shall we say?
Yeah. I mean, they
Why should the
can
bill
be
be
like
spending
in
this
my
a day? I don't know.
yeah. I mean, like they can be in my friend group, but as far as like dating, and especially as a potential partner,
That's not a date. That's just friends hanging out.
Yeah, you're just hanging out. You're just chilling with your friends.
Yeah, hanging out. I'm a
Red
little
hat.
more flexible. I still they can't be a red hat because that's just too rage inducing, and I'm not gonna deal with their nonsense. I deal with enough nonsense as
also,
is.
to be a red hat in 2026, you're either woefully ignorant and probably super privileged, or evil, and neither one of those is
Or
going to go
both.
well with me, because that is one thing. It's not a red flag kind of thing, but like I much prefer a partner who's able to think. If a long-term relationship with me requires somebody who's able to keep up with me or even surpass me intellectually, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I enjoy good conversation. Like that's a big thing for me, like turn on for me. So I want someone who has like good intellect. I mean, you don't have to like be like super duper intelligent, but be able to hold a conversation and not be just out and out misinformation and
ruling
shit
out
like that either, you know?
Who
Okay,
is
so
this Steve person? Because they get on my nerves.
who?
The Steve talking about think like you. Whoever said to think like me, I want them to think like me.
Don't worry so much about the chat. They'll try so hard to derail you.
That's irritating.
So what's a deal
I mean-
breaker for you, Kelly?
A deal breaker for me,
What was coming in?
man.
Values have to align. Like our values have to align, and they have to be able to keep up with me intellectually, or I'm sorry, I'm gonna get bored.
I feel hot for you, Avery.
I want to see that.
Oh,
I just said don't get derailed by the chat, and then Fro throws this out here, and I'm like, I'm getting derailed.
Tangents.
No lie. Oh boy.
it's been so long since I've been on a date. I'm trying to think. What?
I mean,
Okay, wait, how about this? How about
I
this?
said that earlier, that would probably blow my mind. I've seen them once in my life, and it was because they came far enough south. It wasn't like you see way up north, you know?
Okay, so Kelly, how about this? One-sided conversation. Doesn't really ask you questions about yourself.
No, red flag.
Dunzo, like you wouldn't even give it a second chance. Nope, good.
No.
Me either.
I
don't
had
like that.
one date and they talked about, and I guess they had a bad breakup.
Oh no, and that's what they told
talked
you the whole
about
time.
how their ex hurt them so bad.
So I have that on the list.
Date.
I have that on the list. If you talk, so say you went on a date with somebody and maybe the whole conversation wasn't even about their ex, but when they're talking about their ex, they say things like psycho or crazy or, derogatory things. How do you take that? What do you think about that?
Most of the time I think, what did you do to that person? That's usually the situation.
I mean, sometimes it's projection, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's projection. Sometimes it is completely legitimate.
But a lot of times I've seen it be the earlier. It's been where they've cheated on the girl and broke her heart and all that stuff. You know. Because I remember one time it was so funny. My one of my daughters had went out and she said that the guy was talking about his children's mother. Because I don't like to use the word baby mama. That's ignorant to me. But anyway, so the person talking about the baby mama was, and my daughter was like, but here you were. She was like, while she's there with your children and you're here trying to be with somebody else.
Oh. Okay. Well, no.
So how can you talk about her? She's the one that's taking care of your children.
I just don't like when people talk about their ex endlessly. It's like you're clearly still hung up on this person, you know?
Right. Like if I ask you specifically about like, why did your last relationship fail? Or did you have a relationship and why did it fail? and you could say like we
that's
saw
fine.
eye to eye.
That's fine.
And yeah, of course. Like I might want to see but I'm asking you that question because I do want to see how you talk about that person, because you can say like, yeah, we argued a lot, we did not get along, but to say like she's or he or she or they, whatever, are crazy, they're deranged or whatever, that stuff kind of, I don't know, I don't like that because I don't know you well enough to, that's like really extreme language, and I don't know you well enough to trust that.
I was told as a woman we're not really supposed to tell a guy about what happened in our past relationship because that'll cause them to judge us. That was what I was told when I was younger. Not to really talk about your past relationships, what you did, what he did, whatever.
Lie.
I mean,
yeah, just keep
yeah,
quiet.
but then again, there's also a point where you get older, like at my age, where I know exactly what I want and I know exactly what I don't want, and I am forward enough to just be like, look,
Right.
this is what I want, this is what I don't want. Are we compatible or not?
Yeah, you get to a certain age where you've been through enough to know what's acceptable and what you're comfortable with. That is one good thing I do enjoy about getting older is I know in some ways I don't know myself because of all this deconstruction, but in many ways I know more nowadays what I do want versus what I don't want, and I feel more empowered to say it without feeling like, I don't know, feeling responsible for their reaction, because that's how I always felt as a Jehovah's Witness. Like I had to be nice and turn somebody, like I had to politely turn somebody down. And I don't mean that. I'm just saying, like, if they would be persistent, like if I would be aggressive, that would be a no. You know what I mean? So I would just have to, no, I just, no, I can't. And now I don't have to do that. And I'm just so glad. I'm so glad I can be honest with people because I don't like being dishonest. It's just okay. So trauma dumping. Sometimes it happens, but if someone trauma dumps, how do you feel about that?
Not on a date.
It depends.
It depends.
It's a lot of depend. Like if we're mutually sharing and it just accentuates to the point of a trauma dump, then it's kind of organic.
Right.
But if a person is just like, bleh, I'm like, yeah, it's not what I'm here for.
It goes back to what Kelly said. I'm not your counselor. I'm not your therapist. Like, sure, if we're, like you said, we're having like a mutual, I have one good pickup line, Ember, DP. I don't know what that means.
I think it's typing issues. Go for it. In fact, everybody, let us know your best pickup lines. And
I can tell you some stupid ones I've heard.
We'll blow kisses at the winner.
I love not that I love pickup lines, but I love hearing good pickup lines and dumb pickup lines. Yes, please tell me.
Yeah.
And I'm easily distracted. I don't remember what I was talking about before. Oh, the whole trauma dumping thing. Yes, I feel like if it's mutual and you're both doing it, I agree. Then it's okay. But if somebody's just bleh, that kind of does give me the ick. Oh!
Do you have any Norwegian in you, Ember? No. Would you like some?
That's a good one, though. That's funny. I think
I do appreciate. Yes.
See, like,
my God.
Somebody has run forest too much. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
See, I would appreciate that one because it's just it's one of those that it's funny.
Well, it's a pun, right? Like it's a simple equivocation switcheroo dealy, but it is still a pun. It's wordplay, and therefore I'm a fan.
Yes, I always love wordplay. I'm a punny girl. I'm not always
it's foreplay
good at it, but it's like tickling my brain. I want you to tickle my brain, not just my genitals.
The brain is an erogenous zone. In fact, that was the very first t-shirt that I made as like merch. It was before I like had any website or anything. I made it as a project with another friend and whatnot, and we sold it online. It was like the brain with like little LEDs and shit lighting up in different colors, and it said in like kind of a punk, X-Band rough style text, the brain is an erogenous zone. And we sold hundreds of the damn things. It was pretty cool.
But it is. I really think that the brain is a very big erogenous zone. I mean, how do you think people have cyber sex? Right?
But with a lot of concentration.
One-handed typing. And one's typing and one's diddling. But
You know, they make USB attachments to help with that.
Would you? I'm sorry. What did you say?
USB attachments.
Oh, well, I mean, nowadays, but back in the day when cyber sex was like almost like this, not new thing, but like a big thing. Like, oh, you could do this and type to somebody and flirt and sling with somebody.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Feed me, that's what it's all right.
great-handed Seth, thank you for, you know, I do like Tennessee. I mean, the government has been kind of evil lately, but the people have always been super nice and the weather's great.
Down in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I've only really been to, I think, Florida, South, you know. I mean, I guess I've been through the East Coast, like Virginia and North Carolina, South Carolinas and stuff like that, but never mid or out west. I'd like to go someday just to see the sights and see how it's different, because we have a lot of hills here, and some places you go is just straight valleys, or it's all plains, and there's no hills, no trees, no mountains, nothing like that. So just this country's so big and beautiful. Anyway, that was a really that was a big sidestep. Sorry, guys. Jamaican me crazy. Jamaican me crazy.
Oh goodness.
You know,
You're
Java
gonna let
program.
Pro just walk away with this contest, aren't you?
Trying hard. Okay, so how about let me see what else. Lateness. So say your date is for 8:00 and they come in at just, let's say, 8:05, but they don't even apologize. Would that bother you? Or it's like
5 minutes. They should apologize. That'll be courtesy, but 5 minutes, like, it's okay. 15 minutes.
I'll give it
most
10.
time. You got 15 minutes for me.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
so
gonna
you-
say
Most
I'll give it about
situations.
I'll give it about 15 minutes, but it's completely subjective, because like I can, especially with like my family and stuff, I can completely see like previously like something going on and me being like, I am so sorry, but like either I'm gonna be an hour and a half late, or like we're gonna have to cancel or something. But it's just because of like life happens. But if you're more than 15 minutes late, it needs to come with an apology at least.
right.
Oh, I wish I could
agree.
find it, but it has been. Oh my God, stomping down the stairs. So it was one where there's this restaurant. I don't know where it is, but they do a fake profile online. So when somebody comes in, they're expecting to meet somebody they met online, and then the restaurant, or I don't know, but the restaurant ends up making a fake profile, so women think that they're going out with somebody on a first date, online dating, and the restaurant really lied and it's not really them. And so the women will go in the restaurant, realize the date's not coming, and so they'll still get something to eat. So then the restaurant, that's how they get their money. It's kind of hard to explain.
Where did you hear this?
I've seen it online.
What? That's like that's absolutely
So it's a
wild.
some people that's been suing the restaurant. These restaurants that's been doing this.
Damn. You're
Yeah.
that
Nuts.
desperate
Like,
that
if-
you would trick people.
If you go check out a restaurant and it's like all single people waiting for their dates to show up, it makes you wonder, is this place cursed?
I actually had a friend of mine that had a dinner date and got stood up. One of the guys from the bar went over there, who was not her date, very obviously. They ended up getting married.
I
So,
mean, hey, that worked out, but man, that
Yeah, I had a friend.
that's shocking.
I had a friend who they both was on their first. They both went on a first date, and somehow it didn't work out with their first date with the other person. They both went on separate dates with some people, and somehow they in the restaurant they end up laughing, saying something to each other, and they end up leaving together and been married like 15 years.
Ooh.
So they both this day first, they this day other dates to
Sometimes
spend
when
time with each
it's
other.
there, and you just know. I mean, it's unfortunate for the other people probably who are sitting there, but at the end of the day, I would rather somebody be with the person they want to be, not supposed to be with, but I'd rather somebody be with the person they want to be with in love versus just feeling like they should or feel obligated to be with me. Like, because you're stopping me from reaching my full love potential with somebody, you know, with my match. So yeah, like if it isn't there, I would rather like you tell, or, you know, if it's something that I could fix that maybe like I feel like I should do, then there's that. But otherwise not. You can go if you don't want to be here. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some things on a dating profile that would be immediately ick for you? Like red flag on play.
MAGA.
Not interested
That's why I say
in
MAGA.
politics.
Red hat,
MAGA.
yeah, red hats.
Not interested in politics. That's like a whole thing that's going around now. Because they're like, well, I'm
Yeah.
not really that involved in politics.
They're usually lying on that.
It must be nice to
Yeah.
be like that privilege to just kind of be obtuse and not have any idea of what's happening in your community. Congratulations for you, I suppose. You know,
Mhm.
like if you're seeing like your neighbors suffering because of ICE, you know, and you're just standing by allowing that because I don't want to get political. That's just a cop out. You might as well just be on the other team because you're same siding, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Certain careers somebody has. Like, I'm sorry, and I do have my associate in criminal justice, but I don't really want to date nobody in law enforcement. Nobody in law enforcement really, like
Okay.
a police officer. No, I don't really.
No, I would never date a cop. No,
No,
never.
I don't want to date no cop. No, that's another thing. Red flag for me. No, I've
Nope.
seen too many. No,
That's a good one. Nope,
Well,
I just do not want to.
The odds are not great just for domestic abuse reasons. Like
yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying.
studies seem to
Yeah,
average somewhere around 40-45%.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy high numbers. But also,
Very
like,
high.
one of the degrees that I got over the years was criminal justice administration. I just couldn't be a cop. I had the degree for it. You know, I had all the physical stats and whatnot. You know, I'd been in the Navy. I'd been a repossession agent for 3 years. I could outrun and outfight every cop I've ever met. And I had the degree for it. I just couldn't fucking do it because of the bullshit that comes along with it. That whole you have to back the bad guys in blue business to make it all about alliteration all the time. But no, I'm like, sorry. I'm like, I could see myself being an attorney where the interest is pursuing justice, but being some paramilitary enforcement goon, I just can't.
Yeah, I spent years in the probation area, and that was so
by extension, anybody who can make that moral compromise is lacking the one thing that I absolutely cannot do without in a relationship, and that's compassion. Empathy, having a heart.
Yeah,
I agree. Compassion, empathy. That is just really, really big for me, and I'm so thankful that my husband is like a compassionate person because I just no. What were we gonna say, Lil?
Like, I do have to say, as far as law enforcement, though, I am completely fine with former cops.
And I have some people in my family that have high positions in the law enforcement agency, but we clash all the time. And I love them, but no.
Let me see what else would be. Oh, the whole like if they said they don't like dogs.
Oh, definitely
no
animals.
If they don't like animals at all. Now, if they have an allergy, I wouldn't necessarily be like.
Allergies are different.
No, but
you can't help being allergic to something, but you can't help not liking something.
Like because the way I look at it is like my dogs. When I adopt my dogs, I adopt them for life.
Wait,
life.
Exactly.
Family.
Wait. Your dogs are adopted?
Yes.
You
Yes,
didn't
they
have
are.
them yourself?
You didn't give birth to a non-dog?
No, like I adopt them for life. And so if it's one of those things of either you get along with my dogs or at least they damn well better tolerate you, because I'm not getting rid of my dogs for you. Like,
Oh
it's
no,
just
I
not
no,
happening.
never. I mean, if somebody had an allergy type thing where they could maybe take a pill or something, there could maybe be some leeway. But I mean, if I have a dog, like there's nothing I can do about that. It's probably just gonna be a no.
I'm just sitting here looking at Ember getting all the damn pickup lines and stuff. What's
I
going
know.
on now?
Excellent.
Good morning,
I-
my
I-
honey.
Getting all the love.
Bonus points for this one because it has good chemistry.
But bump. Where's the whole? Don't we have a drum thing? But
We do. I have to go to a different window to find.
I know that's the only thing. My only complaint about this that I wish maybe they would change some functionality where you could have just a little, I don't know, widget or something where you could have access quicker, because
probably
otherwise I
assign it to
can't see the chat. I can't say again.
You could probably assign it to a hotkey. I've just never bothered to find out how.
Oh. No, I think you're right, and I will.
Okay, there is symbols at the end of it. This one's my favorite.
Foxy.
Sometimes it
That's
even
what we've been
plays.
saying.
Boing. We need some better sounds. But I'm going to look
We
into
can
that,
add
Ember, because you're probably right. I could do quick keys, whatever. Shortcuts. One more. Okay, let's see. What is something that you do that could be somebody else's ick?
I'm extremely opinionated.
Having opinions. Yep.
Are you a
standing-
woman? Oh, Elena, was it? No,
Having an opinion
that's
definitely is.
that's a deal breaker for me.
Being vocal on the internet, like not just having opinions, but opinionated. That's a big turnoff for the people who wear the red hats.
True.
Very much.
I get
so.
moody fast.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do. Yeah.
Mm,
Don't let this fool you.
I can be moody, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like, you know what? I don't like when people like rain on my parade.
They shouldn't. Not on your parade. No, maybe somebody else.
Like, you can be in a bad mood, like that's cool, like because we all have bad days. I have bad days too, but like don't take it out on me. That's cute. You're the one from. You're the one and
I mean,
the
I'll get it.
Oh, my Lord.
one, honey. You're the one and the one. Now I'm never gonna be able to hear that song without saying Yoda.
I just gotta say, I just paid attention. I mean, the pickup line ain't your shirt. I like your shirt. It's beautiful today. Just notice your shirt, Ember.
Oh, I thank you.
Isn't that really pretty? I
Sure.
didn't.
Yeah,
get to
I
say
really
it, but it
started
is
looking. I
really
was
pretty
like, this
shirt.
looks pretty today.
It's got this
Yeah, that is nice.
like a lacy bit along the edge, and it's almost the same color as my skin, so it's like a blend thing. And I fucking dig it. And it's
Yeah,
shiny.
you look nice.
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's very. I still owe you a shirt. We still have to do that at some point. But anyway, you guys, it's 10 o'clock. Can we do a little breaksy poo because I need agua?
For sure. Let's
Sure.
people do come here for the puppies. Let's give them the puppies. That's a minute one, and if you're still not back, we'll run a bonus one. It'll be fun. Yeah. Puppies. All right, here we go.
Sometimes I chill or hang out at the bar, but I never stay long or go very far. You could say I am lame or that I am fickle, but I'd rather be at home playing with my pickle. That's my dog, she's a big deal. That's my dog. Let's keep it real. Don't take offense if I don't answer the phone. Instead, I'm loving on my girl and giving her a bone. People call me a dud, like a busted missile, but I'd rather be in my bed, petting my pickle. That's my doggy. She's a big deal. That's my dog. Let's keep it real. That's my dog. She's a big deal. That's my dog. Let's keep it real. It's not that I don't like you or wanna hang out, but if I had to choose, never was there a doubt. If you need to feel good, in fact it might tickle, you should come to my house and wrestle with my pickle. That's my big deal. That's my dog. Let's keep it real.
Yay!
Okay. Is it well? Okay, Kelly's not quite back yet, but most of us are.
I'm back.
Oh, there she is! Yay!
back.
There she is.
I'm just heavy
Okay.
breathing, so I'm gonna mute myself while I breathe heavy for a hot second. I don't wanna.
Don't tell
Okay.
my kids, but somebody made some sausages and I just stole one.
Bro hasn't seen my tattoo yet. As it turns out, I actually do have lightning.
All her dad would like that.
That's fair.
Yeah. Don't tell my kids I stole one of these sausages.
Yeah,
the
don't tell
sausages
Yahweh.
too.
He gets so jealous.
So jealous.
Stole
That's
this pickle line.
actually the part of Dr. Kip's book that I was just listening to last night. Whatever the hell time of day it was, the hours get all smushed together on me. I fucked up my sleeve. I'm so bad at my job. Baal, well, it means a bunch of different things, but like the god that we call Baal from the Baal cycle is Yahweh, right? Like they're the same power with the same sets of powers and responsibilities and duties, and even their holy texts describe them basically verbatim identically. It's the Baal cycle got cut and paste into the Bible. It's just what happens. But if that's the case, and this is one of the things I want to talk to Dr. Kip about when I eventually interview him about the book, in a year or two when I finish the damn thing. If they're the same God, what's the fucking fighting about?
Right. I mean, it's just something to question. What if they basically assumed, Baal's attributes, symbols, things of that nature, even sacred texts. Why are they fighting? Well, I guess that's because the Baalists were like, no, my God is not your God, you dipshit. Because I feel like there's this idea that everybody in Canaan thought that Yahweh and El were the same God because the Bible says so. And I just think that's so funny. It's like so not true.
It's the paradox of similarity. I actually just touched on this in an interview I did with Ambush Apostate about like how it's when two things are so similar, they tend to fight like cats and dogs. Like, in this case, it was
we're the damn same.
Like
there's no real difference in us other than we have different opinions. Honestly.
In this case, it was about like Christian nationality and how two groups of Christian nationalists can just barely differ on like a couple things, but they will declare each other mortal enemies because of that like one little teeny tiny difference that the rest of us will be like, what?
Right.
So.
Well, that at some point, I mean, this is like derailing a little bit, but that at some point will come to a head because it's only going to be one certain kind of acceptable Christian nationality. Someone's going to win and the rest are going to lose out.
By the way, it's a good interview. You should go check it out.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So was that on your channel or where was that?
No, that was on Ambushed Apostate.
Okay. And Seth is in the channel, so we can.
Yeah, I will be
somewhere, is he?
Mine's
So we can
video I
highlight.
posted with him is going to be posted on Friday.
Don't mind me. I'm just scrolling for Seth's name just so we can.
I don't know if he's still in the chat right now because he haven't said anything.
No,
about
probably
that.
not.
He was in there earlier. But
Hero.
yeah. Amber's the apostate. Oh, here he is. He
There he
just
is.
Kind of
Hey,
boyfriend.
hey,
Hold
little
on.
brother.
I was scrolling up just to get like one of his comments just so I could get his name up there. But there we go. Thank you, Seth. I appreciate it.
I dropped the link
Yeah.
in the private chat so
Subscribe.
someone can post it. I don't
It was
have my
very, very
permission
good
everywhere.
conversation.
Okay, hold on.
Subscribe to him. Subscribe to us.
Okay. No, we don't need the timestamp, YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it, but we don't need that.
Sorry.
All right, I'll put it
Sorry.
in the main general chat. So it'll post as whatever channel you're watching is on channel name.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I put it back in the private chat. Damn it, Ember. I didn't have enough coffee during that break.
Good job, Ember.
Anyway,
You're
it'll
okay.
go everywhere but Lil's and Kelly's because I'm not like channel owner linked over there. It's weird. But obviously Lil can post her own, and so it's on. But there's the address if you want to type it in manually. Or you could just Lil, why don't you I don't know, you may have already done this, but like take the thing and make like a post on your page that links to the video.
Did.
Okay, cool. So we good. So just go to
Did you
Lil's
make any
page,
shorts?
find the post.
I haven't made a short of it yet. I've been slacking off on my shorts.
Because
I've
if
been
you
a little
can make
busy.
a short,
You dropped your shorts?
drop your shorts. I want you to drop your shorts, and then when you drop your shorts, I need you to link to the long form video because it does help boost. I do that with mine, and it does give me a couple hundred more views usually, like on the longer form. I mean,
Yeah.
as for me, I don't know what your channel would get, but it does help increase because it's like, oh, I didn't see that because they don't get alerts for everything. People do not get alerts for everything like they're supposed to, even if they do the bell, because I do it with y'all and I don't get your alerts. The whole country.
It's
the whole
true.
country.
I don't
Actually, you know
do
what,
that
Fro?
in Sweden either.
Fro, since you're in Norway, is there anything on the news about what's happening with the Jehovah's Witnesses against the I don't know what it's called, actually. I can't remember what it's called, but the government basically of sorts. They revoked their religious rights. So basically they're not a religion anymore. I'm just curious if it's being cut. Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. I'm surprised because like when I search for it here, I'm not surprised. When I search for it here, I practically get nothing except for maybe some ex-JWs who tweet about it, but I don't get any, newspapers. If I find one, I have to translate it, which is fine, obviously, but yeah, of course they're not gonna put that over here in our news. Norway is spooning Sweden while thinking of Ember. I'm thinking that's supposed to be Ember, maybe.
It usually, I mean, maybe there's an Amber around somewhere.
Maybe there's an
fine,
Amber in the chat.
They have-
That's why I didn't want to assume.
The good news is I get called Amber more often than derogatory things. So it's.
You're the first person. You're the first Ember I've ever met. I think I knew an Amber, but Ember.
I knew a few Ambers.
I would love to, Fro. I would actually love to do that. I don't know if you're in Discord somewhere or something like that, but that would be great.
Yeah. Or I mean, we know Fro calls in on the Damn Show version of this show, which is Tuesdays through Fridays on the channel of the appropriate name. For those of you watching on other channels and have no idea what we're talking about, one of the channels we broadcast on is called The Damn Show. It's the Daily Atheist Morning Show. And yeah.
Yes. So this is I think it was the Damn Network, or it might still be the Damn Network, but he changed it to The Daily Atheist, and then we're Java on Jugs. And Monday, and then Tuesday through Friday is Chris and I. And actually, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to add that Tuesdays, it seems that Kelly is also kind of like a steady guest host as well.
Kelly,
Yeah,
has
and I
a
asked that
frequent
earlier.
guest, but
while
I don't
back.
know if he's like a
That was
permanent
funny.
guest.
I was like, hey,
No,
let me-
for a person who said you only have one pickup line, you have a lot of pickup lines. I
I know.
appreciate it though. Some of them are very funny.
Yeah, so now I think they're back at it again, I guess, hashing that out. Because, oh man, I'm sorry, I don't have all the details and I really just heard about it. So I'm not going to say anything because it might be misinformation. But
Yeah.
yeah, this has been going on since like I think 2019 and it's been a back and forth and a back and forth. We'll see. That's really good. So I'm going to read it. Ember,
Yes, he
do you have a Band-Aid? I
does.
scrape my knees falling for you. Is that an ace bandage?
It's a full-on book. I have rolled gauze too. I had to, so not to be dramatic, but as many of you know, I was attacked last January, not this past one, but the one before, and I had wounds that bled a lot for a long time, and so I had to keep like actual bandages and shit right next to my desk, and I still have some leftovers.
Honestly, it's always smart to keep like I have ace bandages, gauze, medical tape, just in case, you know. Just handy.
Well, I mean, normally
Yeah.
I keep the medical stuff like in the medicine cabinet, but I just never, because you know what? I don't want to gross people out. Suffice it to say, sometimes I still need them.
Well,
Yeah,
you can't
I've got-
shove tampons in wounds all the time, you know. It's not always a good fix.
I've got 2 boys, 21 and 19, and a grandson that's about to be 4. So injuries are all over the place.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna type my name's Ryan. I'm gonna type it because I don't know.
You don't know your name? It's right.
No,
it's
I don't
right-
know if they'll. It's just easier to spell it out, just because it's weird. Cultastic. It's a fucking weird thing I made up. Like
It's
nobody
on
knows
the
what the hell.
screen.
Nothing about you is weird.
Everything about me is fucking weird.
Nothing about you is
I
weird.
cannot be compliant.
Maybe I'm weird too. Maybe that's why I don't think you're weird.
Well, I mean,
Are we all
all
weird?
the best people are. I'm sure you've noticed.
That's why I don't think you're
Yeah.
weird, because I'm weird too. So it works.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm fitting right in here.
It reminds me of that old Mike Warnke bit, which I see in a new light after Believe It or Not did the special on Christian comedy. But his thing back in the day was, people call me weird, but have you ever wondered what a weird person thinks is weird? You people get into a hollow metal tube under the command of a perfect stranger and think nothing of it. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess weird is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, weird is my shit. Do you guys ever watch the IT Crowd?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe I know what
I've
that
seen-
is.
I thought
know that
about
one?
it, but then I found out who the writer is, and I'm like, no.
Oh no, who's the writer?
Graham Linehan.
Oh,
Who? I'm sorry.
Graham Linehan.
Oh, I don't even know
Oh, that-
Graham.
yeah.
I'll have to look
He's
that up.
one of those gender conspiracy theorist, Heritage Foundation, Trumpstein files
Yeah.
people.
No. Oh shit.
This isn't
That's
the-
crazy.
aw.
Those files
Yeah.
are unearthing like the wildest connections ever. Like, dang.
Well, like we keep saying, every time, Christian nationalism comes up, it's the biggest in our face conspiracy at the moment, but all the conspiracies are the same conspiracy.
Well, the quote I was gonna is weird is all I got. I think Mose says that. Moses? No, what what's his name?
Does Moses say all conspiracies are the same conspiracy?
Who got arrested?
I don't know about that. IDK about all that now. He got arrested for who did?
Graham Linehan,
That's
and
him?
it was comments on Twitter. Specifically, he was calling for violence against minority people. He was
Oh,
like, if you
damn.
see a minority person, hurt them, physically hurt them, put them in the hospital.
I'm like, what's wrong with you?
What the?
And yeah, that's kind of illegal in the UK. You cannot call for violence, particularly not against specific people.
Yeah, exactly. The phobia and the intentional, like, is it's concerning. It's very concerning. Tam girl, you're a 9. Let me be the one you need. So you're saying we're not a 10? Just kidding.
I know. I was just thinking. I'm like, that's
Yeah, I'm like,
borderline
damn.
negative.
Damn you. Norway also has to sort out their Epstein connections now, going up to the crown princess. Merit could cost her the crown. I heard that. It's nice to see other countries are taking responsibility.
So there's a lot we in the US don't know because we got the redacted version, just like Ryan was saying about the news earlier. Our internet is censored. Our news is heavily censored. It's state media at this point. We don't know as much as we need to know about what's going on in the world, which is a really good reason for VPNs and things, but also why we need to hear from you folks. So we know what the rest of the world is saying and what's going on and whatnot. And like it is worth noting that I believe it's Germany and France have released unredacted versions of the Trumpstein files. So, you know, if you can find them, there's that. But I haven't actually seen them yet.
I've looked at some of the faces and comments to journalists and whatnot on some of the what was her name? Like Becca Barrett. She was one of the ones that was in that
Kelly
hearing.
might be right.
and she said it was, I think she said like grotesque. She said sick fucks. Like she actually said like there was some sick shit or there were some sick fucks. So you know it's demented. If even when people are saying that, you know.
Yeah, my when Kyle from Secular Talk went through him, he texted me and he's like, "You are not going to believe this shit," because he was going through them. I was just like, "Oh." And if he says that to me, then I know it's bad.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh my god!"
I was like, "What is he reading?" I was like, "Are you serious? Like, this is worse than what I thought it was."
It was so much worse.
Morning.
And it just
did you bring stuff for everybody?
I mean, it's like everything that comes out, it just gets worse and worse.
And the fact that we're not moving on it, that is what really is boiling my blood. The way that we're not reacting, the way we reacted to a dude getting a blowjob and two adults doing adult stuff, right or wrong, to a possibility that our president was part of the largest trafficking of children to ever be uncovered, possibly spreading across nations worldwide.
Is it we have an accusation that really
that's me.
Aw, what was that? What was that you used to do? Lil?
From Secular Talk, he did Blog Talk Radio for years. And I was over there. I was the mod in his chat, and like I said, I mean, I've worked for him for like 14 years now. That was me. Yeah.
Sweet.
Fascinating.
And I still work for him.
I'll look for you. Let me take a look. See, I suck at freaking. Swear to God, I always hit the wrong damn button. Friends. Pending
friends. More friends pending. Discord is a funny place. I barely know how to use it myself.
I've been there for like 9 years now. So everyone's like, "How do you do this?" And I'm like, I might know how to do it. Might. But yeah, I've run the Discord for like 9
You requested me, Fro?
Huh?
Fro, you said you requested me? Oh, me add you. I'm sorry, you just said add you. Duh, 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 duh. If I know how to do it.
It's fine. But yeah, my Discord, I can set up a Discord, I can make channels, but beyond that, I'm just like, here, Lilith, you have all the permissions, do whatever the hell you want.
Just leave the money to me. I'll do it.
Oh,
I
goodness.
just waved at you. I hope that's. I think that's you. And I just sent a friend request, Fro. There we go. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. Tech talk during the show. My bad.
Live broadcasting. Hey, I thought Fro found me.
Yeah. Oh, I have one or two more questions, but this one I would like to know. As for the bad romance dating thing, which was whatever, I have no idea what the topic was. What are some things on a dating profile that would be a green flag, where you would be like immediately message like, yes, please, let's talk?
Something nerdy, weird facts, science enthusiasm, particularly if they're like obviously real, like if they have pictures and like all their pictures are like, well, not all their pictures, but like a bunch of their pictures are like, here's me and my giant telescope, would you like to know more? You know, I'd be like, yes, please.
Yes, show me your telescope, please. Thank you.
I think for me, I think yes, the pictures. And if they like, I don't want to see a lot of filtered pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll have like a cutesy little with a friend, maybe with a bunny ears or whatever. Like, okay, fine. But if every single picture of you is some kind of filter, that's going to be a no-ski. But yeah, genuine pictures like of you and your friends, maybe not even just you. I kind of like to see that you have friends and you have family and people like you. Like that's always that's always an immediate green flag. And yeah, probably something nerdy would be cool. Or even just really talking about themselves in a very genuine way that seems to connect with me, as far as goals and humanity and things of that nature. Yeah, as long as there was no red flags and there was a lot of positives like that, that would be like a yep. What about you, Kelly?
I mean, one
Man, I'm trying to think. It's been so long.
one slightly.
It has.
Well, I want to say. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say odd thing, but one thing with me is mentioning their kids, and especially if they actually do genuinely have a good relationship with their kids.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Especially at my age, it's going to be hard to find somebody that doesn't have kids. But like my children's dad just like noped out the second he could. So having someone who is a good dad is just like the biggest green flag ever. Like that's a big one with me.
Same. I agree. That's always I mean, honestly, like I get emotional if I like, for instance, Deep Space Nine, when Cisco and Jake interact. Like sometimes I cry because it's like, oh man, I wish I had that. Like I love the fact that like he's a good dad. That's so cool. That was a cute,
it's so sweet and charming and shit, but also it tells you a lot about their character. Like, whatever parent, right? Like a person who really cares about their kids is much more likely to really care about you. But also, I couldn't be with somebody who mistreats their kids. It just
wait staff.
That's a
it's no.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like no. I don't like people being ignorant. Wait staff.
Yeah, and I mean, like it's a big thing with me, and like especially at my age with relationships, because whoever who I'm with has kids, and I'm like, no, you put your kids first always. I'm secondary. I can take care of myself. Take care of your kids first.
We're fucking adults.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I've ever had to say that, but it's like I put that on the table of it's not even a question. They always come first, because my kids will always come first too. They're my kids. I brought them into the world. They didn't ask to be here. They are my responsibility, even if they're grown.
I agree, but I don't agree in a certain point. At a certain point, when the kids get a certain age, this is my time. You
Yeah.
have all this time, but it's times I need for myself, whether it's going on a date or I'm just trying to self clear my mind. That's me.
Yeah,
You
but I
know,
mean,
but a
like,
lot of
if
parents don't
my
want to do nothing. You know,
yeah,
and
I
Yeah.
mean, if my
The
oldest
important
kid
thing
calls
is
me
being able to have
crying,
healthy boundaries. Because
yeah,
parents who are like, I have to bring my 4-year-old along on a date with me. Like if they can't find a babysitter, like they can't afford one, there's
yeah,
no whatever, like I can understand. But if it's just like that separation anxiety thing, it's like, no,
yeah,
you clearly have
yeah,
boundary issues,
there's
you know?
yeah, there's definitely degrees to it. But like, I mean, if my 21-year-old is just having some horrible situation or some horrible day or something, and is like, I really need to talk to you, I'll be like, can you give me 15 minutes so I can go talk to my son real quick and help him? And yeah, wouldn't have a problem with that, like, at all.
story time. So my mom was going out with this real prominent guy in the community, and so she brought him over finally to meet because they had been dating for a minute. And I'm hearing them talk. So my grandma also was there, and you could see how he was looking at my brother was not really like
Oh.
whatever.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, so long story short, and taking my mom like to the side and basically told her, I'm overhearing it. I really don't like children. And so if we're going to continue this relationship, I'll need you. I found this nice boarding school in Switzerland for your daughter and this Navy Academy for your son, some place in Canada. And mom was like, you must be crazy thinking I'm going to send my kids there. And she ended up ending the relationship. You know, and eventually he ended up meeting someone without children and marrying her. He ended up abusing her. So my mom got that was if she didn't have us, he might have been that abusive woman.
Wow.
But yeah, she wanted to tell us
Never.
go to Switzerland. To Switzerland.
No, never, nope, never a day would that ever happen. And even you recommending that, you'd be out the door.
Yeah.
You know,
She was like, bye. Bye.
Yep, you'd be like, bye. I'll pack your things for you. No, you can leave and I'll pack your stuff and it'll be outside tomorrow morning. You can come back and pick it up then.
The fact we even would ask somebody to do that.
Right? Now that's audacity. That is absolutely audacity.
Then there was one.
I love the fan.
Yeah, I like that fan
You're
too.
too much, bro.
Dr. Kip is going to be on what later? What's that?
Fight the Flat Earth, Craig's channel, Flat Earth dunking stuff. He mentioned a little bit further up, and so I tracked down so the stream isn't posted yet, but he'll be on at 6 Eastern. I guess Craig is one of those.
So you're gonna have to look for it later.
You only see the thumbnail once the stream is live, kind of peep. I don't know, but I did a link to the actual channel, so you can just keep an eye out, and at the appropriate time, you can find your way there.
There you go. That works. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Kip. But you know the earth is flat because the Bible says so. So I don't know why you're arguing. It's really silly, but have fun.
It's what it always comes down to.
I mean,
like literally, I actually debated a couple flat earthers before the big debate channel turned completely into a Nazi bar, and it was Mark Reed and I, and so we were like drilling. I'm like, I really want to get to the bottom of why you think the earth is flat, and it turns out at the very bottom it literally is because the Bible says so.
Mm-hmm. They can't get over it. They don't know how to get around that. Is that just because they'd have to accept that the authors of the Bible were wrong? Oh, the rays are just
we're not even doing bad puns anymore. I think he's just trying to get me to blush.
Yeah, I know. I was noticing that.
You look a little red. I'm just saying, a little more rosy than you were at the beginning. It looks good. It good on you. I'm just saying. Oh, that's funny. Somebody else said something that I wanted to go back to, and I don't remember now. I'm sorry, you guys. I am trying to pay attention to the chat as best.
Yeah, he's really trying to make you blush.
I have seen people who are good to their kids, but equally hostile towards their partners. But people who are good to their partners are generally good towards their kids. Yeah, there does seem to be, like, if you're going to have respect for people, then you probably have respect for, all people. But sometimes it doesn't work like that with
I go on whole
with kids,
tangent about
unfortunately.
that.
Like,
I mean,
people
I've
don't-
seen it go both ways. Like
Some people think
Cinderella.
your kid good, but not their kid good too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just like, I mean, it depends. Just like everything else, it depends. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons that I don't do a whole lot of hardline categorization, because there's exceptions and exceptions to the exceptions, and so everything ends up being case by case anyway. So unless something is like definitely completely incompatible, like being a MAGA supporter, then there's no point putting it on a list,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you all say that it's a no if somebody's a Christian, that it's a hard no, or
It's a hard no for me.
for you?
Like, I won't even be a theist. I can't.
I would prefer them not to be. I would just say that.
Yeah, I probably
That would be
wouldn't
my preference.
choose.
But if you
right,
know how to shut the hell up and not bring that religion into a relationship, then that's fine.
well,
And don't force me to be some
Adrian,
way.
he seems
But
rather
that'll be my I know.
The one thing that is an absolute hell no is if I tell you I'm an atheist, say I prefer, which at the time I would say prefer, but at the time said I prefer to date atheists, and then outright lie to me about it for 3 years. That might be a little bit of a problem.
that would absolutely be a problem. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I would love to see your house plants collapsalism. Shut up. Collapsalism.
You could just say Kermit.
Kirby. Hey, Kirby. I have lots of plants myself.
or whatever.
Too many, actually.
Emma
Too many
should know about that. Used to be in green.
I do not understand it. I'm not sure if that's just one of those triggers, like it triggers them.
It's a Mutt and Bailey thing. It's exactly like young, and for the same reason. As long as we're arguing over the shape of the earth or the age of the earth or anything else, we're not arguing over whether the Bible is true. That's all it is. It's just a defense barrier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Stop.
oh, my Lord, help me.
I love cheese.
Your ex was a flat earther. Oh, well, we don't want to talk bad about them, but that would be I would be okay if you were a believer, again, as long as you're not going to preach to me or judge me or, whatever, or try to force anything on me. You can have your beliefs. I mean, as atheists, we probably won't believe exactly the same things about every single thing anyway. As long as reasonably we align everywhere else, I would be okay with that. But if you're never a fanatic, but like Adrian, I'm not saying I want to date Adrian, but seems like he's willing to be open and ask questions, and that would be okay with me. We might even have some really cool conversations together. Like there's even a possibility of that.
You thought that?
Yeah, I was just saying whether or not I would or would not date a Christian. It wouldn't be a hard no, but that would probably be one of those things I'd have to know them first to know that they're not lying to me and that every word out of their mouth is Jesus and I'm going to pray to the Lord and thank Jesus for this and that. No.
Because I've seen some people, in order to, I can't think of who it used to be on a high profile atheist, but he dating a Christian woman and marrying her, and he believes in God now just to fit with her. No, it's not going to be.
That happens a lot. I can change them. I'll convert the yada yada. I mean, hell, like at least two of the biggest apologists on the American stage anyway, right now, J. Warner Wallace and Lee Strobel, tried to prove Christianity wrong because their wives were Christian and somehow managed to convert and save their marriage. Weird how that works, you know?
No,
No.
never. Nope,
It's not
nope.
motivated reasoning at
Because I don't
all.
want to date me thinking I'm going to change eventually to become a Christian again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't.
No.
That can't be a thing. And same with me hoping that I could convert them to atheist. Like that could just not be. We would have to accept each other.
I don't always have hope
Exactly
for
how
everybody
we-
that I know
Yeah.
that may be, but I'm not
Mhm.
gonna. I always gotta deep down inside. I just
Like,
hope that
don't
you listen to
expect that.
reason.
I'm not gonna do that for you, and you're not. I'm not gonna expect you to do that for me. Now, actually, there would be a caveat to that because now in this day and age, if they were a Christian, I would expect them to be standing up and speaking out. That would be a have to for me since you're involved in the system. You have to stand up to the system because you have an opportunity as especially a man. Well, actually, maybe I'd date a woman too. So whatever. Anyway, they would have to be speaking out. They couldn't be silent. That would piss me off.
Eh, yeah, I don't know. I'm more like I don't. It's don't. I don't know what it is. I had a thought, and something on my mind, and I don't remember what I was about to say. But I guess it's not important.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was about to say.
These meat
Well,
computers
colloquialism.
glitch so often. It's a terrible design.
It's happy Ace. It's Happy Ace Week.
Oh, is it?
Arrow.
Week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Air 8, so that's both. So I celebrate both.
I did actually know that, Austin. In fact, that's the
Fun.
subject of the next show. Today's Learn Together Live is about Valentine's Day back in Roman times before it was
Hey.
Valentine's Day. Because, like, so much of history is based on it, including the entire name of the fucking month. We call it February because of the Februa that was part of the Lupercalia festivities.
I am.
Fun.
As much as I want to
wanna
be an episode, I think I'm going to go back to sleep for a couple hours before work.
take a little
After this-
napsy.
Yeah, after this stream is over. Yeah.
Napsies.
I don't blame you.
I'll put a link for that in the chats too, so y'all can join it because that starts in like 22 minutes and change, give or take. So
Is
yeah,
Valentine a real person? They are a real
Is-
person.
I thought it was a saint
Are they
or
not?
something. A saint. He got didn't he get martyred or something?
Oh, Saint Valentine. 2 people, in fact, have had that name, and it's different stories, but there's the general gist of it is that he was in prison for some kind of heresy, blah blah blah, and the jailer's daughter like was blind, and he kept passing her love notes, and eventually, miraculously, she was able to see, so she could read the love notes. Some stories go a little more over the top and be like he was executed, he was martyred for his faith, whatever the case may be, and like the day after he died or something like that, her sight came back and she opened the letter that he left for her and it said, I'll always be with you or something like that. And so, oh, it's sweet, but also he did.
He did.
Yeah.
This is a weird fact and I don't like it and it's making me very creeped out. I just heard a weird fact that there are people out there that get in the shower and then turn on the water. Only if I had to conserve. Like if I was super conservative,
water, but are also daring. Or I'm sure there are some actual masochists who want that burst of cold water before the water starts warming up. They're like, yes, it's invigorating, it's energy. Like the people who go dig a hole in the ice and then strip down to their skivvies and then jump in the freezing water. Like there are crazy people out there. Sure.
You're right. But I can see that. Like now I have to say I've come back from walking pickles, in the summertime. And yeah, I have jumped on the shower because I want it cold. But, I don't even want it warm. I want it cold because I'm otherwise I'm going to get out of the shower and I'll just be sweaty again. But on a regular day, oh, hell no. I need to get that to above body temperature, way above body temperature. It's like
I always run the water first because it's so fucking cold in the downstairs at my place. So I need the hot water to like warm up the room before I can even disrobe to get in the show.
Yeah. I mean, if I was camping or, maybe something was wrong with the house and we didn't have a lot of water and I had to conserve, like, you do what you got to do. But again, on a regular, no, I'm not going to just be jumping in that shower. It needs to be hot. You don't know what we're talking about? Oopsie.
Get out.
I didn't mean that one.
We're talking about
No,
showers.
he's one of the chat trolls who just doing the thing. He has no idea what we're talking about because he's not paying any attention. He's just throwing out random trolly comments here and there.
Whatever. Hey, you're boosting the stream, so do what you got to do. Go
It's all
for
good.
it.
Yeah, if you want to just hang out and say random shit, that's just fucking fine. Mark asks, what's wrong with polar bearing? I mean,
What is polar bearing?
if you have the
When you
polar bear
strip,
sense,
go
maybe.
Water.
What is polar bearing? I'm lost.
When you go in the water, like strip down.
Oh, I
and it's
have
freezing.
seen that. Oh yeah, when it's ice
Yeah.
cold. Oh yeah, it's never nobody that looks like me that's out there. I just say that.
Is that a white people thing?
You said it, not me.
I was asking a question. I was just asking a
It
question.
ain't me. Don't put me in that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for it would have to be for a reason to be inclined to do it. I guess I could be, but that feels like that would be very painful.
Claire says, is a polar bear a very cold husky game? It's a polar bear.
Oh, help me.
When it was like the man or the bear, the polar bear is one bear that I'd rather have the man.
Oh my goodness gracious, that is so funny. That
I
got
don't
me.
holler, man.
Yeah, some people do. And again, hey, whatever. I'm not going to yuck your yum. I just was like,
In the
what?
middle of summer. If you ask me that in the middle of summer, yeah, if it's 118 degrees and the walls are melting, absolutely a cold shower is the way to go. 100%.
Yes. It's not that funny. Well, I thought it was funny because I was imagining a husky man covered in hair, and that happens to be my husband. So yeah, to me, it was funny. It didn't have to be funny to you, but if you knew my husband,
hair
you'd be like,
goes
oh, that's
white,
him.
There you go.
Just saying.
It's fine. It's fine. No, that's just what I mean about like the misogynistic trolliness, whatever, is like policing what you're allowed to find funny,
What is our show today?
Hmm.
Controlled by
Season
women. Excuse me. Controlled by women. Tomorrow, whatever.
I'm very
Well, that's the
unbothered.
thing that really triggers the fragile folks is seeing women do things and be unrestrained by males and like be in charge and whatnot. It really rubs some fragile people the wrong way.
Well, they're very emotional. I've found a lot of men.
So-
I feel like men are more emotional than women.
Yeah.
A lot of the male interactions I have on a regular basis,
That's
far more heightened emotions and do not know how to handle
Well,
them.
I don't like to broad brush people, broadly speaking. as
I'm
a
just saying the
broad.
guys I've interacted with.
I think it'd be more correct to say that men are just as emotional as women, because there are very unemotional men. In fact, one of the big complaints in the dating scene is that men are emotionally unavailable, so it doesn't really balance out, but there are some very emotional men. Similarly, it's the same thing with all conservative positions. Every accusation is a confession, right? So like when conservative men say, oh, women gossip so much, they're telling on themselves. They're saying they gossip so much. And that you will find is also true, that like while women do love a hot cup of tea from time to time, conservative men cannot stop gossiping.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
remember being a kid.
J-Dubs are filled with that.
I do have something before Ember has to go though. What do we think is the best pickup line so far?
Oh, the best one.
Because there's been a lot of good ones.
I mean, there have been some very, very cheesy ones. I should have been starring these damn things.
Oh,
so I
they've
could go
been
through
good.
quickly. I think the one that's impressed me the most so far was actually the first about the Northern Lights, but I can't remember how it went at this point. I just remember so impressed.
Oh yeah, that was
one.
cute. Yeah, I like that one too.
Fro will remember. They'll put it in there. Good morning, communist. Good to see you. Welcome. I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a preference on presence? Is gesture more important to you, or is substance?
A gift, that kind of gift, the gift to me depends how long that I've known you. Like, it give me a small little token, but if it's something that I really say that I want, and I've been watching videos about that, women been married, and then they ask their husband kind of like give hints what they really want, and the guy give them something totally like a mop
Oh,
for their birthday or something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, like
I
want something for
like-
me.
yeah, like I would much prefer something that shows thought and effort as opposed to here's a gift card. Unless that's what I ask for.
that's always different, right?
Right, very much
Yeah.
so. Like this necklace, for example, it's literally just cheap plastic beads, right? But
Mhm.
it means more to me than it probably costs like $6 or something. The person who gave it to me won it in a freaking raffle, so it cost her nothing. But she was giving out. She's not a makeup person, and she won, or not a makeup person, not a jewelry person, and she won these jewelry sets. She had like this one, she had a black one, she had a green one, she had a bunch, and she brought them into the office, and she was just giving them to the other girls because she's like, I won't ever use them, so I may as well give them to somebody who might. And after she went through all the girls in the office, she came out to me and said, would you like to pick one? And I fucking cried.
Oh,
It
that's
means
so
so much
sweet.
to me that she
Yeah.
included me, you know?
Yeah,
Yep.
that little something. Yeah, a little something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that isn't even necessarily about knowing me as a person and being like, I know you're into space stuff or whatever, and being like, I got you this thing that is like really aligns with what I know about you. That shows me that you know me, but like seeing me means a lot too, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I can for me, I think gesture is more important than anything. I mean, and probably like my values have changed maybe through time, because now like a gift of substance for me would be like the dog walked every single day, like for a week or something, like things like that just take any stress or weight off my shoulders. Yeah, that to me just shows that you care, because now you're stepping into my shoes to see like what I do. And I feel like that also just shows amount of respect.
Okay, this touches on another thing. There's a model. And it is just a model. It's, there's exceptions, there's other various things. Love languages, right? It's different ways people express and receive love, and it's based on how your psyche works. It's just whatever works for you. There is no right way to do it. Some people have multiple, some people are something that isn't even on the list. It's fine. It's just a model. But in the model, there's 5. There's acts of service. Instead of giving physical presence, you do nice things for the person. There's words of affirmation. Instead of like buying expensive gifts, you say, you mean the moon and the stars to me. Stuff that connects. These are different ways. I should look up what they are, because I'm not going to remember all 5 of them off the top of my head.
There's probably even things.
I know this would have been a good subject for like the whole show, but it's the kind of thing that comes up randomly, so it's fine. Words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, quality time, and acts of service. So gifts are only one of the possible ways. Some people are just not impressed by gifts, but also how you show love and how you receive love aren't necessarily the same thing. Like for a very long time, I was really, really good at words of affirmation, but I did not receive them well. They struck me as hollow because I've had so many people like lie to me and just try to puff me up so they can use me and shit. And so like when people started doing it, I just instinctively didn't believe them, you know? But I
That
knew it
sounds like me.
people.
Dang.
That sounds just like me, how I feel.
Yeah.
Why are you being nice to me? What do you want?
Dang. It's a shame, right? Because I used to be in a point in my life, or my husband now, where I was like, oh, okay, something's wrong with him because he's being really nice to me. Like, no, he's supposed to be nice to you. Like, it's normal to like respect your partner. But there was a time where I was like, oh no, he can't be the one because he's like far too much. He cares about me. He does things for me. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, and
Oh
sometimes
my God.
it just doesn't connect. Like there was one time with my kid's other parent, my older kids. We had a big fight, and what I needed was, I'm sorry, but what I got was, I made you snacks. And don't get me wrong, snacks are often a really good way to connect with me, but that wasn't what was needed at the time. You know, I needed clear admission of, I fucked up, I'm sorry. And like,
Agreed. That's big. That's a big part of it. Like, of course, I appreciate the act of, apology, whatever. But
yeah,
the
like they were
words, I want verbs.
demonstrating they were sorry.
Mhm.
And
That
and
was,
it
yeah.
it sucked that I just couldn't accept the symbol because I needed the words. But sometimes you need the words, you know?
The words are a big part of it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's beyond gratifying. I mean, I need that as well.
That's
Because then I
funny.
know, and it's acknowledgement that you've said it out loud. It's like a promise. Like, okay, now so now, like, it's like, repeat back to me what I just said to you, and somebody repeats back. Okay, now I know you got the instructions right. You apologizing is like, okay, we're here. We're both here. Like, there's no misunderstanding, because there could be a misunderstanding when you're bringing me like a little some cookies or something. But
Well,
you
part
know,
of it is this particular partner had over the years become prone to gaslighting. And so like relation of like later saying, you apologized, you brought me a snack. And they'd be like, I never said I was sorry though, like I never said.
yeah,
It just
right.
it was like
I never
a
said I
bribe
wasn't
around
cheating.
not having to say it that would then be used against me later. And when you're in a position where you feel like your partner is just setting shit up to use against you later, the relationship is already over. Get the fuck out, you know?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
please don't, just go. I don't need all that. Don't drag it out, please.
Mhm.
Please.
On that happy note, I appreciate all the wonderful pickup lines, especially directed in my general direction. That really it made my fucking morning. But I think overall Fro is the winner. So mwah, you win the blown kisses, and I got to go set up the next show. Remember, folks, we're doing ancient Roman stuff, which is totally not at all gross and weirdly culty because there was a literal cult involved. It'll be fun. Join us.
Never. Yes, stay tuned for Better Than Ember. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do. I think you can probably find it in the chat, right? It's in there.
I'll drop the link one more time. If you're already watching on my stream, it'll automatically redirect you over. Sometimes the damn show stream does, but it's in the chat also. But yeah, I'm just Better Than Ember. And if I don't show up on a search on YouTube because apparently there's some kind of coffee mug that has my name, whatever, you can find all my links at betterthanember.com. So, and including all the useful science I put it. Anyway, yeah, come join me. It'll be neat. And probably some of these people also occasionally show up. Mwah.
Okay.
Happy Monday,
Hi,
folks.
thanks for
Bye.
joining us. All right, ladies. Well, we should probably wrap up here in a moment. Do you have anything that you want to say before you go, as far as bad romance, or anything you just would like to shill?
I do have to say this. Even though Ember declared Fro the winner, I do have to say I'm biased. I think Ambush Apostate had the best one, but that's me.
That's okay. It was all right. I liked it. I did like it. I give it a 10. I give it a 10 out of 10.
I got a 9.5, 9.5.
I wanted to bring that
Happy
back
Monday
up
to you too.
before I forget. Last week I forgot to shout out like the super chats and members and stuff like that.
Oh
I
yes,
apologize,
yeah, let's
guys.
do that
Mhm.
now.
Yeah. So Fro, we appreciate your support. And last week, do y'all remember who sent us? I think somebody did. But you know that we
I don't remember
appreciate you,
nothing.
and it's not intentional that I didn't say anything. I have to go back and look in anyway, write it down so I can like share with y'all girls and stuff. So I got to take care of that. Anyway, before we go, what about you? Do you have anything, Kelly?
You doing anything on the plug, Lil? Or you done with the plugging? The plugging?
Yeah, Kelly. I mean, Lilith. God darn. Did you?
If any
did you
plugs you have?
I just have Ember off and on throughout the week. I've got Politicality on Thursday, so
And that's Sundays.
yes, and now Sundays. So if you like politics and if you are a fan of Kyle, you might want to come see me do my political analysis.
Yeah,
So,
on
It's been pretty good. Even though we clashed yesterday, we had a show at the same
Kentucky
time.
Atheist. The Kentucky Atheist.
yeah,
Yes,
the
make sure you
Kentucky it's streamed on Kentucky Atheist and on my channel, which is Lil of All Trades.
Okay.
So.
And Kelly, what about you?
I supposed to have an interview. I don't know if it's gonna happen because they have not given me any confirmation, so I won't even mention that. But this Friday, I am going to have Steve Takaitis on my show, 1 p.m. Well, no, 12:30 today, and then Saturday I will have Cynthia McDonald on my show talking about respirations. And then that's this Sunday coming up, I will be on Bad Science Sunday.
Awesome. Okay, you got a
Nice.
busy week coming up. So make sure you are all subscribed to Kelly, Detroit Atheist Queen. And as far as I'm concerned, I always got shorts and I probably have a couple long form videos out. If you want to check them out, it's always about like deconstruction, culty stuff, like hot topic culty stuff. And maybe sometimes like my JW deconstruction stuff too. Anyway, you guys, thank you for joining us here today. It was so great to see you. We appreciate all the lovely and fun comments and the support. We know you don't have to be here, but you choose to, and we love you for that. So stay tuned for Better Than Ever up next. And Chris and I will be here tomorrow with our guest host, Kelly, and we'll be taking calls and discussing something atheist, secular of some sorts, I'm certain. And you are Victoria. Thank you for joining us too as we walk out the door. And we'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. And that's all I got for you guys. Have a good one.